Regulators.
Mount up.
All right, we are live, of course. Yeah, that's an oldie but goodie from the RDX days. We have, of course, Zocker in the house tonight. We'll be getting to him real quick, but welcome to another Games Talk Live. I am Jay Fonzarelli, of course, your host, the one half host of this podcast. The other is on the other side here, Mr. Hargeet Chani. He's here this week on this fabulous new night, Tuesday.
Yeah. Xbox mistakenly put out some consoles because I was told the Xbox is dead. I don't know what happened. Why is this out?
Yeah.
Is that a Windows PC in your hand?
It's
a
it's a Windows PC.
It's mistakenly called an Xbox. I don't understand.
It's done in the shape of an X. I don't know, man.
I like the little handles on the side. It's pretty nice. Anyways, Hargeet, what have you been doing this? What have you been playing?
So I played and finished Keeper. I played a couple of puzzle games, just some normal, like whatever games that I like to play. Let's see, what else have I played anything else on, I think that's it. I've been playing with this, trying to try it out. And then I added the new interface to my PC. So I like hacked in the ability to run Xbox in full screen mode in my Windows 11 desktop that has my 4090 and all that.
Your other Xbox. Your other Xbox.
Yeah. But Xbox dead. Remember Xbox dead. Xbox dead. Anyway, but it's mostly the same. The ROG has more capability even with that, but it's mostly there. So you can kind of get your aggregated view of everything. It's pretty good. And in a controller interface. So, but yeah, it's kind of cool just playing around with the new capabilities that came out from the dead Xbox. It's, that's what I've been doing.
Nice. Zocker, welcome to the show. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
I know you haven't been up to much in the way of gaming lately, have you?
I have not. I have been either doing Battlefield 6, like a freaking, I don't know. I just love that. That game is so good. Not seeing a clown or Nicki Minaj run across the screen makes me so happy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a shooter, old school shooter. It feels great. I have like 15 something hours in it. I just play it when I want to just turn my mind off and have a great time. But yeah, I haven't been on the scene for a little bit. Been busy with life and everything going on, and going to the dentist for 2.5 hours today, which was not the greatest thing in the world. It was awesome.
Oh man, dentists, yeah. Horrible. Web Dave with $1.99 before we started the show. He says, "FOnz is back, baby. Premium next gen Xbox, maybe premium old guy. I don't know." No, he said, "Talk that shit, FOnz." Fire emoji. Appreciate
we're gonna
that.
talk shit today. Don't you worry.
We're gonna talk a lot of shit.
I'm gonna talk so much shit.
Zocker's here, so you know that shit's gonna be talked. And he did become a YouTube member yet again, as he.
What a nice guy.
Yeah.
As he has for the past many
months.
Good guy. Thank you, Web Dave. I appreciate you, man.
You sound like you were questioning it. You're like many months, I think. Months,
Yeah, I think
mark?
so. Yeah. No, he's a great guy. Web Dave's awesome. He's an awesome supporter. Always has been. He's been here since freaking RDX died. All right, and that was back when Tupac died. So it's been a while.
That was a while. That was when Colt had hair.
Yeah, bro. It's
Ah.
Jeez, the shit is already starting. Yeah. So for me, myself, in the way of gaming, I played a bit of Arc Raiders this weekend.
Nice.
And I did it in a solo manner. And let me tell you, I don't recommend playing that game solo. So I read a bit about it on like Reddit and stuff and people's experience with the game. And I read such cool things, like people were getting in the game and then like meeting people within the game, teaming up, doing these raids and stuff. So I tried that. I walked up to people thinking, hey, they're going to be nice to me. And I'm talking on my mic and everything. I just get shot in the face every time. Nobody wants to hear from me. Nobody wants to freaking be friends. They're not even talking. They're just shooting me in the face. And I'm like, great, grand. So
It's like
I decided.
I like it.
So basically, I decided to try to play it solo and basically shoot them in the face before they saw me. And definitely, that was a better experience. I think the game is pretty solid for what it is, extraction shooter, basically. It has some elements to it, though, that feel better than most extraction shooters out there. I don't know. I like the atmosphere. I like the way the game feels. The shooting mechanics feel good. I like the survival aspects where you're trying to find, weapons and bullets and all that kind of stuff, and then creating weapons and stuff within the game. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if I definitely get too deep into it myself, but for, trying it on this open beta weekend or whatever it was, the server slam, they called it, I had a good time with it. It was a lot of fun.
I hear the robots are insane. The AI in there, that they do machine learning and they adjust the way you attack and behavioral. It's insane.
And you can't just hide from them, bro. It just doesn't. You can't just run around the corner and just pop them from around the corner. No, they'll come after you. They don't play around. They'll flank you and stuff. Those robots are no joke. And yeah, the first time I saw one of those robots, it was a drone. And it kicked my ass right away. As soon as I saw it, like it just destroyed me, and I couldn't kill it. And I was like, what do I do? Then I was like, oh, get good. Yeah. Shoot at the propellers, maybe do that. So you ground the drone. And sure enough, that's what I did the next time I came in contact with one of those things. And you come in contact with them a lot in the game. There's a lot of robots and some real people out there. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. I had fun with it. But then again, like I said, I don't know if I'll buy it necessarily. I don't know. I have to play with a friend. I need to try it with somebody because I think it could be a lot more fun with somebody else or
Every
a team.
Game is
even
fun with someone else. Yeah. Every game.
Well, there's several single player games that I'd rather play by myself, but yeah, this is not one of those games, though, for sure. It did hit a peak of 189,000 on Steam, by the way. So It was one of Valve's most played games this weekend. So it's really good.
Cool. Just as good as this one?
Concord.
Too soon.
Not as good as Concord. Concord is amazing. That game is amazing. You guys
I literally thought that was the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, what game are we talking about? I totally forgot that's the Concord guy. That is the Concord guy. Wow.
So
Mary Poppins, y'all.
I want to ask, is anybody playing Ninja Gaiden 4 on the panel?
Not yet.
Okay. I have not started it yet. It's got an 82 overall on Metacritic. And one of its biggest accolades, I guess, is the fast-paced and fun combat system. That's what most people are saying. But on the flip side, the negatives are everything else. Like the story, the pacing, the mission structure, the overall look of the game, the way it looks kind of dated. Now, all that stuff is what people are complaining about. But the combat itself, they say, is pretty fun. So, you got to pick your poison there.
I was playing Ninja Gaiden Black for a little bit. I was enjoying it, but I don't know. It's not a franchise that I was like, ooh, can't wait. It was more just like,
Same.
cool. I remember playing this when I was younger, and I really enjoyed them because it was just brutal, blood everywhere. You're killing stuff, and it was fun. It was just a cool game that you play, and it's like one of those games that you add to your "this is how many games I beat this year" list. That's kind of
Yeah.
how I saw it. And then when they announced 4, I was decently excited. I knew it wasn't going to do big numbers, but I just remember it as a kid playing it. So I'll wait for like a sale or something, or you know what I mean. That's kind of where I'm at with it. It looks cool. I enjoy fast combat and brutal combat. I like a lot of blood in games. So
I mean, it's in
yeah.
Game Pass if you want to play it.
Argy's
okay.
like, what about Game Pass?
I don't got $85 to throw down, dude.
$85.
I'm joking. Come on, come on, Hargeet.
The game isn't that expensive, is it? It's like $70. I'm assuming 60, 70. I'm sure it's like 70.
Is it?
Actually, I'm
Is
gonna
it
look it up.
even
I don't know how
70?
much. I don't think it's
Yeah.
70. It shouldn't be
I don't know.
70.
That game doesn't look like
It is $70.
Holy shit. Oh man. Okay.
It just came out yesterday too.
Wow.
I mean, it looks pretty cool though. Like the graphics look pretty.
No, the graphics look pretty dated to me. It looks like an older game, but if the gameplay is fun, I mean, that's what matters the most. I mean,
Honestly, and I'm just kind of happy it's not another it's just a fast-paced kill shit
Yeah.
pretty quickly. It's not another Souls-like, so to speak. I don't know. I feel like every studio is doing a Souls-like right now. Everybody's trying to chase that Elden Ring money or that type of game where it's like very punishing. Like sometimes I just want to kill crap and move on. Like I don't know.
True. No, that you're right about that. Danny Passion Official with a 5 says, working out of town these past 3 days. I will be driving back and listening later today. Maybe I will catch up live. Have a great show. I hope you do, Danny. I have a big announcement that's coming up very soon about next week's show, and that should be a lot of fun. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden, if is anybody playing it in the chat? How you guys feeling about it? You know what? I'll do a poll. Why not? Why not do a poll?
Throw a poll up, bro.
Polls are always nice.
I feel like it's one of those sneaky games that people are just kind of like giving a shot and playing a little bit in the background. That's what I think.
Okay.
Especially if you have Game Pass, you just download it, right? Why not?
Mhm. Yeah,
So
true.
yeah, so the poll's up. Just says, are you guys enjoying Ninja Gaiden 4? Simple, yes or no. That's all I'm looking for. So anyways, let's move on to this juicy item of the week, because this is something that just my thumbnail alone has gotten people just the insanity. Like, you don't know how many times I've come to, because I've had this up for a couple of days now, and you know how you can comment, but it'll disappear after a while when you have a stream scheduled. Anyways, people were in there saying things like, it's not an Xbox, because I have it saying it's an Xbox, show the picture of the thing. But here's the deal, people. Yes, it's a PC handheld, but it's also a fucking Xbox. Why? Because they named it a fucking ROG Ally X Xbox console. How can you refute that? It's an Xbox in name. If it's in name alone, it's fucking Xbox in name alone. I don't care what these weirdos have to say. At the end of the day, I look at that thing, I see all the Xbox branding. Yes, it's an Xbox handheld device. Who cares if it's PC? Guess what you're getting next gen? You're getting a PC. Next gen? What did Sarah Bond say today? Oh yeah, she said this. She said, the next gen Xbox console is going to be a very premium, very high-end, curated experience. You're getting a PC, folks. You're getting a PC. So you're going to get that Windows device that you hate to call an Xbox, but it's an Xbox. If it be in name alone, it's still an Xbox. Anyways, guys, I know you have the ROG Ally. Hargeet, you have one. Zocker doesn't, of course, because this ROG Ally is way too expensive for our blood. There it is in all its glory. You talked about it, touched on it a little bit at the beginning of the show. What are some of the things about it that you really like that stood out for you, Hargeet? Give me some good points and some negative.
You're muted.
And you're muted.
Thank you. It starts with a Windows setup, which is still a little meh. It's not like a very normal full Windows setup, but it starts kind of a Windows setup. Then it brings up the interface for Xbox. So you're up in Xbox, cool. Doing the updates. You're back to Windows.
It's rough. You had a ROG Ally before, right?
Yes, but that's straight out Windows, right?
Yeah,
so
that one is really
definitely
just Windows.
It's an Xbox interface. That's very good.
Except when you close the app, then you're back to Windows.
No, you can't close the app. You have
there's no way of pulling it up? Oh, okay.
No, there is. You have to go to Windows mode. So it starts up like this. There is no thing, but what you can do is hold down the Xbox button, and then you can go down here is the go to Windows mode.
Okay.
And so then you can go to Windows, and it just brings up normal Windows. And then you can go and do your updates. You don't have to do that either, by the way. You can go to the settings and say go to more settings, Windows settings, and it'll go back to the control panel, and you can go do your updates from there. But it then has a separate update thing for the Armory Crate. So you go into that, and then you get your firmware.
They still have the Armory Crate on that,
so even with the Armory Crate,
even with the Xbox interface.
Yeah. So the Armory Crate is when you hit the Xbox button, then you can go over one. Hopefully it'll go over, and then you have your Armory Crate. So and the top one there is the Armory Crate SE, I think, or whatever it's called, and that brings you to an Armory Crate interface. And that's where you can do the updates for the Armory Crate side, which is the hardware side. Then there's the updates for the apps. So even like the Xbox app itself is still one of those Microsoft Store apps. So you have to do. I'm like, dude, this is the stuff they need to fix, right? So it should just be a seamless behind the scenes. I click update within the Xbox interface, and it just does it all for me, right? That is not there. Playing games. It actually does pretty good. It's a pretty well rounded gaming platform. The fit and finish, the feel, the controllers, like that part of it is really good. The gameplay is good. One of the first games I played was Ghost of Tsushima, and it ran well. It looked good. It looked really good. I'm not sure what the frame rate was because I didn't care to check. But it seemed
10 frames.
No, it was definitely over 30. I don't think it was but I don't know if it was like 90 or 60 or something like that. But it played well. It was good. It looked visually good, and it didn't seem to skip all the features, and so it was good. So it looked pretty impressive. So overall, from a gaming platform perspective, really good. The interface is kind of there. So what they do is they go back to the normal interface, and let's see if I can go there. But basically, here, okay, so they have your library, and then there's an apps tab. And if you go to the apps tab, it actually has all the stores, and you can from right here go and kind of download the store, and you can click on each one of these, and it'll bring up the store. So you can go into Steam, which is preloaded, and it'll go to Steam big picture mode, and you can download your games. You can go into Epic or GOG or whatever, right?
But those don't have big picture mode, I would take it, right? They don't have a controller-friendly interface.
That is the problem, right? So what I would prefer is I have whatever I own just shows up in the library of the Xbox app.
Yeah, just kind of infiltrates it all and filters it for you there.
Exactly. Right. So Play Night does, right? Play Night says I can aggregate all your stores in one place. And then, you can see what you don't have installed, everything from every store, and just say, yeah, install that game for me. And I don't care which store it's from. It just installs it, right? That's not what they do here. Now, obviously, the stuff that comes from Xbox, it's there natively. Great. The other ones, like you mentioned, Zocker, if I go to Ubisoft Connect, it's not a controller interface. So you kind of have to fumble and bumble around and get your game installed. Once it's installed, it all shows up in your library. So you see it all there. You can run it all from the Xbox UI. Works pretty well. But that's kind of the area that I think they need a little work. I would rather they, just show me everything I own within that, single pane of glass within the Xbox UI, rather than me having to go to other stores. If you want me to go to other stores, then work with those partners and make those stores controller friendly, right? And they come up in a mode where I'm seeing my library and not for instance, I go to I think it was Epic or GOG, one of those. It goes into the store, and I don't want the store. I want to see my games. Show me my games so I can install it, right? So these are the things where it's got a little work to do. But
I
overall,
just don't know how they didn't have it already. Like, you just call an API, you get it there, and you just filter through. Like, I don't understand how a couple other launchers have done that already, right?
exactly like I said, Play Night does exactly that, right? It's a freeware. Play Night's freeware. You just download it. So Play Night does exactly that. You just log into each store you have. It just aggregates it all for you. You have one big list of everything, right? So much cleaner. That's what I'd like to see. But from an overall device perspective, it's kind of there. It's not bad. I'd say the gameplay wise, I'd give it a good 9. From a fit and finish of the UI, it's probably like a 6 or 7. It has some work to do, but I can see the vision. I can see it kind of getting there. Give them some time, and they'll get to a point where it's actually pretty good. So overall, it's pretty cool. But I know it's a journey, right? So I know there's still things they need to do, and some of those Windowsy things are disappointing to me. But it's not a deal breaker. But that's because I'm me. I know Windows well enough, right? If you're a boom who does not want to touch Windows at all, he just wants to play games. If you're staying within the Xbox ecosystem, it's great. If you're going outside the ecosystem, Steam works well. The rest, it's hit or miss. And that's really a partnership issue they need to kind of work through, right? It's not like it doesn't work. It's like Zocker mentioned. They're not designed for controller, and so you have to kind of bumble around and figure things out. Whereas with Steam, it just comes up big picture mode, easy, nice and simple. Right, here's my library. Boom, I want to install something. It's right there. It's very simple. But like the other ones, they feel like they're looking for that mouse and keyboard, and so it's But you have a touch screen, you can get around things. But that was kind of my disappointment with that, and then the update process being all over the place. Now, I know that there are different updates, so I went to those places and did them. The average person may not even realize you have to go to Armory Crate and get all the driver updates and BIOS updates, right? That kind of stuff needs to be ironed out. It should be a simple update process that you can click on, like within the UI, update my Xbox, and it just does it for you. Other things that are like little nuances, how much storage I have left. You can find it, but it's like hidden around like 3 levels in. Whereas with Xbox, it's kind of right there. Like manage my storage is right there, right? So things like that, like you just kind of have to, get used to the different interface. But I hope they kind of make those things better over time. But again, I can see the vision. It's pretty good, and booting it up without Windows altogether, pretty cool. But they have a little bit of work to do on that part of it.
I will also say that I
like it.
I will also say that I think that, so somebody was, I think it was Boomer Band said, was Steam Deck a little rough at launch? Steam Deck had a lot of updates come out at launch. I will say that this isn't really a launch. The ROG Ally has been out for about 2 years now. I feel like Asus and Windows should have been working together, or Xbox should have been working together, which they were when it launched. A lot of these things that you're talking about are what was on the original ROG Ally. And those were some of the problems. Like, it took a long time to set it up. It took a long time to find updates. It took a long time, and you had to get your updates from 2 different to 3 different places. The launchers were terrible, minus the Xbox launcher and, of course, the Steam launcher. Those 2 worked perfectly because you had the controller, like it was made for that specific reason. I think that some of these things that you were mentioning, it should have been updated by now. And I do have like a little bit of this is them. Not even just testing. I don't even care. I don't even think they care if this sells. I think they're trying to get more user engagement and understand what would work with the controller and the PC. It makes me think, like what FOnz is saying, that this is an Xbox. That means it's a PC. What happens when you make your console a PC-based Xbox, and now nobody needs Xbox Live? Nobody needs Ultimate anymore. Nobody needs any of those things. So are the prices going to change again in 2 years, or like? And I'm not even saying
for
price
sure.
hike.
You know they
I'm
will.
saying just the way it goes.
Adjusted. They have to adjust it. Yeah.
Like, and that's my point. Like, I don't know what they're going to adjust, because I know they adjusted the Xbox PC Game Pass version to 1650, I think 1649.
Mm-hmm.
So when they adjusted that in 2 years, is it going to go to 20? And then this is what it is now, and they get rid of that 30? Because they need to get rid of Xbox Live. They need to get rid of all these things. Then if you're going to make it a PC,
And interesting you say that. Face 23 BKNY. Thank you for the 1999. He says, I'm interested in Zocker's thoughts on what Xbox is doing with Game Pass, Xbox console prices, and raising the price of the dev kits. And we will get into the dev kit thing.
I did see that actually.
Just about the Game Pass hike and the console price hike. What's your thoughts on that? Since you haven't really been able to talk to people about that outside of us.
The console price hike is one of the, and this is for both, right? Because they both like jumped the price up. I think it's all three. Sorry, all three. Yeah, it was.
The Switch went up in price.
It's some of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Especially like, if I get Nintendo Switch, I'll like whatever. I don't care. The PlayStation 5 being almost 6 years old, or like 5 years old now. Same with Xbox, and you're making it this much money is the dumbest business move I've ever seen. It's the only reason why I would see that they want to do that is they want one Xbox to just like, we're not going to make anymore. This is what we're going to get. We don't care about if we're not taking a loss anymore. We are going to make money on every single thing we sell. That's what they're saying. PlayStation is like, we're ramping down the PS5. We're going to get rid of the ones that we have. I think we dominated this generation, which they did, and we're just going to get ready for the next gen. And that's where they're at. And honestly, it's the customers that are getting absolutely destroyed. And it's not the PC customers, it's the console customers. This is something I have said for years, that every single time the console customer, the console gamer gets
console cunts, damn, that's different.
Fucked. Like, they get console cunts, fuck it. They get absolutely destroyed by their wallet. And everybody kept saying that PC is the most expensive thing. PC is the most I don't want to spend that much money. You know what, man? At this point, you're actually saving money going to PC. That's the way I see it. You're saving a lot more money, and you're getting a lot better experience, everything all around. So these they're trying to kill the console in my mind. Like, that's what I see. Xbox is trying to get out of the R&D, out of the hardware space. They have, you see all the rumors with Asus, with what's going on with the ROG. Basically, ROG said, like, we try to have them subsidize some of the costs, and Xbox was like, nope, this is you price it.
But what do you say? But what do you say to the people that are, that will argue with you and say, but they're having a next gen console. It's coming out. This PC-like device, they're building this thing. They don't want out of the hardware. What do you say to them?
I don't really care. The point is that this is the thing that irritates me the most. Is when people do say that, like, they're building a console. It's like, congratulations, you're like protecting the sliver of the sliver of a pie that you want to keep in the console space, but you're not realizing that the rest of the pie is disappearing. Like, you're like, I'm guarding my little sliver, but the whole pie is leaving, bro. Like, so what's the point of your sliver? That's the problem that they're not seeing. Like, are you going to vote with your wallet or what? And are you going to enjoy this experience of the ROG Ally on a console? Because they'll get it, they'll get it right to a point where it feels like a console, but it is a PC, like, through and through. That's it.
Yeah, I'm actually more excited about that because I can do all sorts of things that I couldn't do on the console. But if it gives me most of the console convenience, that would be awesome, right? So,
but for you, like, you and I, like Hargy, like, we're tech savvy people, and I would actually, you know what, I'd put FOnz in a tech savvy. He's actually learned a lot the last couple of years. He's taken the time, learned what he needed to learn, and he could fucking kick ass with the PC now. He knows what he's doing. So when people take the time and do that because you have interest or you have that innate thing to learn like FOnz does, then you're going to be just fine. Because I know a lot of people that would rather buy that type of console because they can take it to LAN parties, they can use it as a PC, they don't have to bring their whole machine over. It makes it a very compact kind of PC. But it is just a PC. From my experience, a lot of console gamers do not want that. They don't want that. Like you said, Boom does not want to do anything with Windows.
I was like Boom. I used to be that guy. I used to say the same thing. I don't want anything to do with the PC. I don't want to tinker. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I used to do it years ago and I hated it. But it's gotten so much better since those days. It's not the same PC, gaming interface that we used to have back in the day. This is completely different nowadays. And honestly, once you learn how to use, the PC you learn how to do some things with it, with the gaming stuff and everything. It's not that hard. Once you learn, it's like, oh, okay. It's not an issue. And I've just gotten to that point where I'm no longer like Boom. I don't think that way of PC anymore. I prefer it. because I can do more with the games. I can mod stuff. I can script mod and things like that. Whereas with the console, even with the mods they give you or let you do, you can't script mod. You can't do certain mods on your consoles. It doesn't allow you to do that because it's not a PC.
Well, and you could do a lot more, right? And Leo Leon saying, like, then just get a PC. Trust me, I get it. Yeah, just get a PC. And that is what Xbox is pushing people toward. Like, their biggest exclusive, everybody would say, like, their biggest third-party exclusive, or whatever, their biggest game is Call of Duty. To me, the other one right next to it is World of Warcraft. Like, World of Warcraft in a single day sells up to 3.5 million at launch. There's their first 24 hours. Like, and it's a subscription base, and it's all on PC. And they're changing, watch this now, people. They've changed the next expansion to WoW to have very easy rotations of characters, your buttons that you press. Tell me you're not porting that to console without telling me you're porting it to console, because it's going to be less buttons. It's for controller. And they're going to make this
by the way,
on there.
So Marsh in the chat mentioned this earlier, and he said what they'll do with Game Pass is basically add something else to it and then charge you that $30+. That's what they'll end up doing. They'll add something to it. He said Netflix, but I think it'll be more along the lines of something like, cloud. They may add something like even maybe they'll give you Ubisoft Plus this time and not the classic. Or maybe they'll put the World of Warcraft subscription right into Game Pass right there. That's another thing they will
never do that. I think they might do EA, or because now Saudi Arabia, right?
Well, PC already has EA, right? You have EA.
No, I'm talking EA Pro.
Yeah,
because now it's
your
PC.
Game Pass. Yeah.
Like, so I'm thinking either Ubisoft Plus or Pro. And to be quite honest, if they do the Ubisoft Plus thing, plus all the Xbox games, plus the Fortnite thing for $25-$30, I mean, that's not that bad. I mean, honestly, like, that's a lot of shit. The problem is are you gonna even have time to play those games? Like, like for $30, are you gonna beat 2 games a month? Like, that's where it becomes worth it, at least in my mind.
Do you think this is going to come down to a situation? Or Hargeet, I'll ask you, since Zocker just talked a bunch. When it comes to this next console, is it going to drive some console players away because it's more PC-like, or do you think that they'll actually get it to a point where this will feel like a console still?
I want to answer this console players. When Hargeet's done. I want to answer this too. Go ahead, Hargeet.
Because we still have a PlayStation 6 coming. So will it drive them to that? I think
they're going to have the 2 of them. I don't know that they're going to go completely just Windows. I don't know. I like, my guess is exactly what Zocker brought up, is the online paywall just gives them freaking money, and they're going to keep trying to milk that freaking thing. So I think they're going to have an Xbox OS with more Windowsy features enabled versus just giving you Windows 12, let's say. I don't know when Windows 12 comes up, but a Windows 12 thing with Xbox UI, much like the ROG. I think they're going to still keep the Xbox OS, but I have no idea. I don't know where they're going to go as far as actually doing it, but I think they're going to do that. So my guess would be you're still going to get a full console experience. So we'll see, right? It also gives them full ability for backwards compatibility, right? So we'll see how they try to port that over to a non-console device, whatever you want to call it, right? Because if it's running Windows, are they able to license that onto that? I don't know. So we'll see how they play that, right?
Yeah.
So those are the things you have to work through. If it's all based on Magnus, the platform is kind of defined. They could even allow OEMs to make a non-console and have it be Windows, and then they can make the console, right? And then you have plenty of potential options, and people can choose whatever they like. So I don't know. It's a very open possibility of which way they go. But I think they're still going to give you something that's very console-like. Realistically, all that really happens here is how much of Windows is being shown to you, right? Ultimately, the Xbox Series consoles, Xbox One, they're all running Windows anyway. They're just running a very bare bones Windows, and they're running a very small hypervisor underneath, and it shows you the things it needs to, right? So fair enough. Now they can say, I can give you a little bit more, and I can run an emulation mode that gives you Steam. You can just run Steam, and you can run Epic and all that, right? So they can do that if they want to. we'll see what they do, but I think they're going to give you an experience that you're used to as a console, and I think they want to keep charging that ultimate, and they want to keep charging you for that freaking online paywall. That's just my guess, because it's just free money. I hate it. I think it should go away. I think paying for online is not necessary anymore. Like, it is too much competition that does not do that. Now, granted, PlayStation and Nintendo do, but I'm talking about Epic and Steam and all those guys. They don't charge you for online. They don't charge you for saves. Thank God Xbox doesn't charge you for saves. But, the others, like Nintendo and PlayStation, charge you cloud freaking access just to save in the cloud, which is stupid. But, this is kind of the world. So I think I would love them to move to that PC model where it's no more online paywall. But I think they're going to keep trying. I can't see them saying, we're just going to throw away billions of dollars. So
I don't care
charging.
if they do that. If they do that, or they do this like this weird hybrid, like it's still a console, so Xbox Live, you still need to pay for all. Fuck you. I hope it dies. Yeah. I hope it dies. I don't care. I don't care. If you're going to start doing this now with the ROG
Who the
Ally,
fuck is this guy?
If you start doing this stuff with the ROG Ally where you're basically making it a Windows machine, then you know what? Go ahead first.
No. The
Stop
ROG Ally is just a Windows machine with a UI that's Xbox, right?
That's totally fine.
You're not paying for online and all that.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. For the next console, if you do that, you're already doing it with the ROG Ally X. Just do it here. The problem I think it also has is that they don't have the license to bring your library with you. So they'll just make it part of the cloud thing. And if you want to play your library, then you have to go through, Ultimate or whatever to stream it.
What about what we're hearing about with these rumors about them trying to build on emulate these games, emulation?
I see. Like this is the thing. Like if you're gonna emulate it, that's totally fine. Like you can do that, and maybe it does. But emulation, like, have you ever tried? Has anybody here tried emulating like a PS4 game on their PC? It's pretty demanding. Like it takes a lot. Like it doesn't.
That's what I've heard. I haven't tried it.
It doesn't run as smooth. It doesn't do anything. So if you have like a full like a big company like Microsoft tackling that problem, maybe they can solve it. But I don't know what they're going to do with people's libraries. I don't know what they're going to do with people's thing. But if they're like, oh, we're still going to charge you for Xbox Live, then fuck off. Like, get out of my face. I don't care anymore. Like, I don't have any apologies to say for you. I don't have anything to defend you with. Like, you're going down this route to basically be a third-party publisher, and that's what they're doing. They're just going down this route. Like, that's the whole point. Yeah. Satya, all of these people. Phil does not have any power, or this is actually Phil's thing, and he wants this to be done. Just do it. Go down that route. I don't care. Let's see what that looks like. Don't dip your toe in it. Don't be like, oh, this next gen is here because we want money and we want what Hargi was saying. Like, we don't want to get rid of these billions of dollars coming in because of Xbox Live. I don't care about your money. I don't care about your wallet. Get the fuck over it.
No, I agree with you there, and that's why I don't like it. But would you not choose to take money? And that's they're gonna do it.
Well, then as a content creator, or at least former one, that I try to maybe we'll start making stuff again. I would literally tell everybody that I know to never buy an Xbox. I would tell them never. I don't care about their money. They don't care about you. They care about taking your money. That's all I would say to people, because that's horseshit. Just do it. If you made it really hybrid and you actually have like Windows and you get rid of Xbox Live and you do all these things, like you can actually. What other company's doing that? Like nobody's doing that. What I'm saying is that they have an Xbox, like you said, like the ROG X. It's a Windows basically, but it's an Xbox. At the same time, you get rid of Xbox Live. You have your entire library there. You have all these things here. You don't need to pay for online, and you have access to every store. Like, who's doing that? Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
So if you did that, wouldn't that be a point of sale? Like that to me just sounds dope. I know multiple people that would be like, hey, that are even PC guys that would be like, I would buy this just to take it to LANs, or I would just buy it to have it here and there. It would completely revamp the way people look at their
I would
home
love
system.
That. It's a question of will they do that from a value perspective or not? Like the whole industry is kind of shifted towards we need to make money mode, and it sucks, but it is where it is. And so I just don't know. Like if this was like Xbox like 5 years ago, I'd say, yep, I think Phil would do that. I just don't think that's going to happen anymore, just because the amount of profit levels they need to hit, they're just going to keep getting pushed to keep making more. And it's going to be hard to say no to automatic recurring revenue. But I fully agree with you. I think it's awesome if they do it, because it really is a very compelling thing to have, to say I can take my PC experience, and if they can make it portable enough that, hey, it's just a Windows 12 option where you just toggle Xbox mode, right? And say, okay, cool, I can just have a PC under my TV, and that runs the Xbox UI just to make it easy for anybody in the house who wants to play with a controller. But I also have my entire library, whatever, on a laptop or a PC elsewhere. It's the same thing for me. I don't care. I log in, everything's available to me. That is pretty cool. It is pretty cool, right? I can log in anywhere. My entire library is right there. UI is pretty easy. That is pretty cool. I don't know if we're in that world where everything was about value to the consumer. I think it's more about value to the shareholder.
No, yeah, we're definitely not in that world.
And this is the problem that I'm seeing in the chat.
That's
People are very annoyed. They're like, "Oh, you don't care about what happens to the console gamer." I'm literally trying to save you money. Like that's what I want. I'm trying to save us money, and we can get games that they're already building. It doesn't matter. What are you talking about? That is the whole point. That this is I'm looking at it from the customer point of view, not the business. Because that's some of the things this community has done a lot of. Is is Xbox making money? Who gives a shit? They are making money. We know they are. They've shown it in the documents when they were going with the FTC and they were going against everybody, and the courts came out. We saw how much money they made, hand over fist, fist
making
money.
More profits than PlayStation. But dude, look, it is what it is. But I don't know, man. We're just living in a different world now. It's just, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I would love it, though. I would love your vision of it. That's what I would like to see, but
it's same. And that's the way I envision it too, Zocker. That's the way I hope they'd go down that road. And they just say, hey, you don't have to pay that monthly that tax that we give all of you console players to just go online with your games. That shit's bullshit. Once you get to PC and you stop paying for shit like that, and you start paying less for games as well, it's insane how much you save. It's not even funny.
And Xbox isn't dead. Xbox what we knew.
Financially, they're not dead. No.
Xbox that we knew in 2015 to 2020, that's dead.
Yeah.
That's gone.
The culture. They're gone.
That's gone. After the ABK deal, it's gone. It's done. And even to be quite honest, I think even before the ABK deal, I think things were going to change drastically, and that just bought Phil more time to kind of maybe keep a lot of people's jobs. And when the ABK deal came through, now they're making all this revenue, but now it's like, okay, well then what's the next step? How do we make more from there? And that's where it comes to the price hikes and everything else.
Yeah, well, it's Microsoft now. They're taking over, and they're looking at everything, and they're making sure that every nickel and dime is accounted for. No. I mean, that's why they hired the finance people to come in and clean house. That's all going to be, by the end of this year. Again, we've all heard it. There's a massive rumor, massive layoffs are coming, but this is industry wide. It's not just for Xbox. Don't think it is, but. Yes, this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to clean house at Xbox. Microsoft is, and I think that I said it when I had Tim on the show. I don't know if it's going to right the ship necessarily. And when I talk about righting the ship, I'm talking about building the games I want to see them build. Those great games and stuff, and bring back those franchises back to greatness again. Make those franchises great again. I don't know if they'll be able to do that, regardless. Because it's Microsoft, they always step on a rake. But, geez, of course you want to see them do well. Anybody out here really wanting to see Xbox completely die are morons. They just want to see a world in which PlayStation controls everything, and that would be fucking scary when it comes to gaming. That's ridiculous. So you shouldn't want that. Really quick here, Face 23 BKNY with $1.99 says, thoughts from the panel on the next Steam box from Xbox. What is he trying to say, that the next thing is just going to be a PC? That's what I gather from that.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Roshan Eppinger, thank you for the 2. He says, I'll fix Microsoft's marketing. This is Xbox, and just play.
Oh, he's saying that more people are going to use Steam on an Xbox, I think, than they are going to use the actual Xbox stuff.
That could
that's
be.
what
Who knows?
Let
But at the end of the day, like that's what it's there for, to let you play everything. Having a box that is at least more open to the rest of the game, possible
box is
gaming
not, though.
library.
The Steam
would be
box is
amazing.
locked to Steam.
Yes.
So that's the downside to that.
That's
Whereas this is everything, and you don't have to muck with it. So,
By the way, before we get too much further, I want to make this big announcement, by the way. So we have a good friend of the show, longtime listener, longtime supporter ever since the RDX days. He hit me up this week and he said, FOnz, he says, I want to do something for your community. And I said, oh, really? Well, why me? He's like, I'm a big time RDX fan. I've been watching you for a long time. That RDX is gone, unfortunately. He's like, I want to do a giveaway on your show. So we will be doing a giveaway here, and we will be giving away this ROG Xbox Ally X. Yes, D-Batch, we're giving away an Xbox. This $1,000 Xbox here that Mad Will, shout out to Mad Will in the chat. Hopefully he's still here in the chat. He is the one that decided to, hit me up and want to give this away. He's ready to give it away because he's like, man, now that I've been holding on to this and seeing all the reviews, I kind of want to keep it. So we better hurry up and give it away. So we will be giving this away next week, next Tuesday on the 28th. I will have subscriber mode only, and it's only going to be available to, unfortunately, North America. We'll be doing the North America giveaway here. That international shipping is just too much, too expensive. So we're going to go with North America. We're going to do a subscriber only chat next week, and we're going to play a little game with you. We'll let you know next week what it is. And the winner of that game will definitely win this Xbox ROG Ally X. So thank Mad Will. I want to thank Mad Will for hitting me up on this. That's huge. That's so awesome. And I know some of you guys are out there like,
who the fuck is this guy?
He's an amazing guy. He's the guy that's been giving away Game Pass codes for the past, year or so. Mad Will's been giving away a lot in this community. So I appreciate him for doing this. And just be sure to be here next Tuesday. And we have a special guest coming next Tuesday as well. And that'll be a lot of fun. You guys will definitely be into that if you guys are into the bigger Xbox channels out there. I'll just say that. And no, it's not Colt Eastwood. It's not Colt Eastwood, I promise. Shout out to Colt, though. I see him in the chat. So yeah, next week, isn't that awesome, Hargeet? We get to give away a freaking ROG Ally X, courtesy of Mad Will. Awesome. Yeah. It's not awesome for you and I. You had to buy yours.
Well, I already have it.
I'm scripting a bot right now to do it. I'm going to be right there.
He's scripting a bot. Yeah.
Do you ever see those things where like Hargeet or somebody puts out a code and then it's gone within seconds? And I'm like, I know Hargeet doesn't do this. I think some of you fuckers out here actually take the code, put it in your own Steam, and then put it in the chat and act like you're charitable. That's what I think. Conspiracy theory hat. That's what I think. Because they're gone way too quick, man. I'm like, there's no shot.
I can't even believe how fast those things go. I post them within like 3 seconds. They're gone.
And then nobody ever claims them. Nobody ever says thanks for the code. I've never seen anyone claim it.
I've gotten quite a few people actually tell me I got that one. Thanks. So that does actually happen. So some people are at least getting them. So.
Boomer Benz in the chat said Hargeet got out Hargeeted. No, he didn't. Maybe this time, but I'll tell you what, Hargeet didn't get out Hargeeted because he did get me a PC that's worth a lot more than that. So
I will not sit here and listen to the people out Hargeeting Hargeet. Hargeet's one of the most generous, genuine people I've ever met.
And he's given away thousands in games and stuff on this platform.
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers are ride or die.
And we're not making it, dude. We're not making this between Mad Will and Hargeet. Both people are amazing, generous people. I love people like this in the community because it brings so much joy to people. Somebody's gonna win this thing, and you guys are gonna have a lot of fun with it. And that's all that matters.
Fuck you, Mad Will. Hargeet for life. I don't care. I'm crashing out. Hargeet for life.
Somebody is going to be winning this thing. I know it's on an Eagles blanket. Never mind that. Screw the Eagles. But, it's the ROG Xbox Ally X.
Hey, the Eagles are pretty good, right? So anyway, whatever.
Don't ever say that to me again. Never mind. Oh, my God.
Anyways,
Hey, my Patriots seems to be doing well again. I don't know. No, we don't need to go to the NFL, but anyway.
yeah. Anyways, this is such an awesome thing. Mad Will, you are an amazing person. Thank you very much for hitting me up, man. And I'm sad. I saw that you emailed me like last week and I didn't see it. I rarely ever check that email because nobody ever emails me anything because it's my like business email for this account and nobody really hits me up except for some like Chinese like scam vendors. They're like, let's do collaboration, and it's always misspelled and stuff. And I'm like, no, let's not. Yeah, not doing it. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on from there. We're going to talk about, let's talk about that dev kit. So apparently this rumor had come out, or maybe it's true. I don't know. I forgot who wrote the article. I think it's Tom Warren. I think he wrote the article and he said that now they are selling the Xbox development kits at $2,000. They were $1,500. They went up 33%. They're up $500 now. So Zocker, I'm going to go to you. Does Xbox want developers to make games or not? Like, what's going on here? Why is this so expensive?
I do honestly. I don't. This was like a weird. I never even like. Did anybody even think about like how much a development kit costs? Like all the years we covered like, whatever. I never heard about the price. And then now all of a sudden it's like the price hikes, and I just feel like it's like a trend thing. Like, oh, this is how much we need to pay now to make things. Like, do people understand that like $2,000 for a company is nothing? Like, I'm just being real. Like $2,000 to get a dev kit, test things out, make the game that's going to make you potentially millions and millions and millions of dollars. Like $2,000 is nothing. I think that Microsoft is in this trend of like everything in gaming needs to be making money for us. Yes, I do. Like, no matter what it is, they're not taking losses on anything anymore. They're going to make money. That is their whole initiative. That is their big, what we call it like in product management is like, what's your North Star? Their North Star is a fucking money sign. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to make money. That's what it is. And so I don't think it's a big deal. I think that with the new hardware, like some of the rumors that Hargeet was kind of explaining to me of what the next gen is going to be, $2,000 is not bad for a company to just get and go boop. Let's go make a game that's going to make us millions of dollars, right? And then with that, like that SDK, you also get support from Xbox, right? You're going to get support. Their hardware team's going to support you. All that stuff. So for $2,000, man, I don't know. Like, do people understand like what like smart sheets and all these other things are? Like, you're paying each license for the customer, for the person that's using it. You're paying hundreds of dollars for it. Like for the company. So $2,000 for a piece of hardware to come in and do something, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know. Like I said, it's the company, not the customer.
Speaking of a lot of money, real quick, Mad Will with the 5 says it's only for US only here, unfortunately. Even shipping to Canada is too expensive. Go Birds,
yeah.
he says.
Canada.
And you have to pay import taxes and all that stuff if you go to so it's much better to stay in
Go
US.
Birds?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he
what
says
are we
go
doing
Birds.
here? Holy
Eagles.
shit.
But anyways, so this dev kit though, it's like it's Hargeet, why do you think they've gone up $500 in price for this dev kit? What are they doing over there at Microsoft? Is this really going to make them extra money?
It might just be more expensive just because of components. And honestly, like Zocker said, I don't care. This is a developer has to pay to just
Dude,
get
what is going on with these components? Why would these components get even more expensive after 5+ years? Like what are we what's going on besides the whole tariff thing? Okay.
Yeah, I would guess maybe that, but it could be all sorts of things. Like, so one of the issues we usually have is we can make things shrink and make it cheaper. The shrink process unfortunately became more expensive, so it didn't actually make it cheaper. So I don't know if we're gonna like get to a level where it's just more advantageous. And now, unfortunately for Xbox, they didn't meet a lot of the expected volume, so they probably got renegotiated to more costly components. Right? Usually, you say I'm going to make 30 million of these things, therefore I'm going to pay you a smaller amount because I'm giving you a higher volume. If you don't hit that volume, well, then you escalate prices, right? So that might have happened. I don't know. I'm not sure where they are on this. So, but as far as like the dev kit, like I don't care.
Yeah,
like seriously, it's whatever. In the case of like a consumer getting a hit with cost, that is kind of annoying, right?
Yeah. That of course.
If you're making money off of something and it costs you, like Zocker said, you guys maybe not realize just how expensive. I'm in the IT world and how expensive it is to get all these tools that people use. Like this is such a small amount. Like, yeah, whatever. like getting a server is way more expensive. It's just like, yeah, whatever. $2,000.
I was part of servers that we installed that were like $1 million, man.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
People don't
you don't realize
that's
how expensive things are. It's like
yeah, you don't realize what it takes to, like, all this AI shit you're talking about. Woo, baby!
Oh, God, don't even get me going on that. Jesus Christ.
Man, the AI stuff. Hey, the AI can be great in a lot of aspects. If you really think about what the potential of AI within the gaming sphere can do for, it could speed up the process of creating these games. It could add a level of, functionality we've never seen before in games. It could do so much, but it can also take a job or hundreds of jobs or thousands of jobs. And that's the part that stinks about this. But man, I really want to see what they do with AI.
By the way, just so we kind of go back and forth, I think PlayStations are free. So you have to get into a partnership and a license agreement with PlayStation, and then they provide the dev kit for free. Because their big thing is they want to, break down barriers and give developers the chance to make games without like them being the gateway to it or the cost to it. So their development kits are free to I think most of the people they work with.
Yeah, I've got wait, hold up. I got 146 people in here and only 32 likes. I rarely ever ask for likes, but god damn it, we just put out a freaking announcement of giving away a ROG Xbox Ally X. Can we not at least get some likes in there? Can we not at least get some likes? Come on. Hit that like button, please.
I gave you a thumbs down, you bitch.
Oh, you can do that if you want to.
It's still also engagement.
But you know what? You know what? Fuck you.
Regulators.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Cancel the giveaway. There's not enough likes. No, I'm not going to pull a reforge on you. Don't worry. Not going to go there. Anyways.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Guys, guess what? Guess what turned 40? This is kind of a fun one, Hargy. Guess who turned 40 or what turned 40 this year or this week?
I don't know. Who, what, or what?
The Nintendo Entertainment System. 40-year anniversary this week. And the reason why I bring this up, Zocker, is because this is the box that solidified my love for the hobby. Like, I started with the Atari 2600, dug the freaking Intellivision my buddy had and everything. But it was the NES that it saved gaming, number one, but it also made me addicted to gaming like no other. And I just had to mention that. It's just a big thing for me. I don't know, Hargeet, were you a big fan of the NES?
Yeah. I also, like you, started on the Atari and then got the NES and got the one with the light zapper gun and the mixed
Duck Hunt
Mario and
Duck Hunt. Yep.
Oh my God, I played the heck out of Mario. What a great game! And then they had Zelda come. Oh my God, dude! They had so many games. Mike Tyson's Punch Out, all that stuff. Like, there's so many games. It was so good in comparison to what we were used to with the Atari. Right, and you get to this, and you're like, "Oh my God, this is so much better." But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Kind of made me a Nintendo fan. I'm a Nintendo fan. I freaking still went and bought the Switch too. All their games, their IPs are so good. So yeah, I've been with them throughout all their generations. And yeah, so far so good. The only ones I didn't do were all the portables. I did. I think I got in when they had the Game Boy the Advance, Game Boy Advance, and then I kind of continued with those. And then as far as the mainline consoles, I've gotten all of them. But yeah, happy birthday to Nintendo.
Dude,
Nintendo
NES,
Entertainment System.
Yeah,
because Nintendo has been around a hell of a lot longer, right? They've been around for like 100-something years. But they were doing like card games or something like that. But yeah, the NES, fantastic system, fantastic IPs, right? So
yeah, and I have like a video I put out, like not a video. I think it was on the show. I showed a little clip of when I got it for Christmas. And you see my 11-year-old fat self freaking opening up this Nintendo and getting all excited. But anyways, it's out there. You can go back and view that. But yeah, I didn't get it till a year later. It was already out for a year. We got it the Christmas of, I think, 1987 is when we got it. And I remember we got Punch Out, we got Top Gun, and then we had the combination Duck Hunt and Mario. Those were the games we had to play on it. And we had to play those games for like a whole year because we couldn't afford the games. My parents couldn't. Anyways, but it was Punch Out alone was just a phenom. It was an amazing game.
So many good games, though, man. That was some fun
Soccer,
times.
did you ever get an NES or no? Were you
100%?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember the NES a lot. I played it. I played so much on there. I remember the Popeye game I used to play on there. There are so many games I enjoyed on that thing. The Duck Hunt was a huge one where you just aim at the screen and just try to like shoot, and I would always like cheat and press it up against.
Yeah,
the
you
screen.
just put it up against the screen and shoot, and it kills all the ducks. Yeah,
I'd cheat like a motherfucker, dude. So it was so much fun. That was the gateway into gaming for me. And then the Super Nintendo was just like the epitome of just like, this is amazing, and that's what happened to me. So
yeah,
that's what I really enjoyed.
Super Nintendo brought the game that we all played so goddamn much, Street Fighter 2. Brought it to the home console. My God, did we have a lot of fun with that. But I don't know if you guys played in the arcade, but I played so much freaking Street. We played Street Fighter 2 every freaking day after school in the arcades. And Super Nintendo brought that to the home.
My favorite console of all time, outside of the Xbox, which I love, my favorite console that's right there next to it is the N64. I played that so
Ocarina
much.
of Time.
No, not
best Zelda ever. Best Zelda ever.
For me, it's GoldenEye, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Mortal Kombat. I think Annihilation is what it was called. A bunch of those games and Perfect Dark on there. Smash Brothers. The first Smash Brothers. I have so many countless 99 lives free for all 4-player with my friends that we would play from like 5 p.m. till like 6 p.m. the next day. No joke, straight on weekends. That's what we would do.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what it was?
Had a lot of fun with it.
Dude, I outside of NES, I mean, like, when it comes to Nintendo, for me, it was, honestly, I think I preferred the GameCube over the N64. I loved Ocarina of Time. I loved a lot of games on the N64, but I had more fun with the GameCube. I think it was because I had a bigger library with the GameCube, because they had way more they had more multiplats on the GameCube than any other Nintendo, I think. Because back then I had all kinds of different multiplat games on there.
I never bought it. I never owned it.
We owned it, yeah. But dude, console outside of freaking the 360. 360 was a great console. Don't get me wrong. Awesome. Amazing time with it. But I even preferred the OG Xbox over the 360. Wow. I like the OG Xbox better.
The OG Xbox has a special place in my heart, man.
Because it was just amazing. It was so different and new, and they brought like games that you didn't normally see on a console onto the platform and stuff, and it was just different. And you could add your own music library to it and everything, and play it in games. Like, they were doing things that was creative and cool and like new. And the whole online experience was just blew me away. Playing Halo, even in LAN parties, was freaking phenomenal. Awesome time.
And
I love the game Black. Black. If anybody played that.
Yes, I remember Black. Yeah.
And I remember that game. I was like, this is dope.
Yeah.
And speaking of customizing it, it created a whole thing called Xbox Media Center, which eventually became Kodi.
Kodi, that's right.
Yes, the whole thing that started with the original Xbox. But to me, the 360 is by far the goat of all freaking consoles because of that generation. Just the amount of games that were unbelievable that came out during that.
I don't agree with you, but I can't argue that, because you're 100% right. Their library was so massive, and just they had everything on that box
and like
that mattered.
Everything hit.
Everything.
You had BioShock, Mass Effect.
Yep.
You had
Yep.
Oblivion.
Assassin's Creed. You had Oblivion and Fallout 3 and Skyrim all in the same gen. You had Halo 3 and you had ODST and you had Reach, Halo 4,
Gears of War.
Gears 1, 2, and 3, and Judgment, and like you could all in the same gen, and I could keep going. You had freaking Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, and in between they had Red Dead Redemption, and you're like, dude, it was a killer generation. I could go on and on and on with how many things came out in that generation, whether it was console exclusive or not. There was so much stuff, third-party stuff, and there was a lot of Xbox console exclusive stuff.
Well, I'm about to bring you into this generation of Xbox with this one. Halo Studios reportedly developing a new live service to be like Fortnite.
Yeah, we should be finding out this week, right?
We might be finding out about
Thursday,
this, but apparently they want it to be more like Fortnite. They want this to be a vast ecosystem with seasonal content and frequent gameplay updates rather than concentrating on a single player campaign or a single campaign. They want to have this project go on for years. This is one of those situations where it sounds like Destiny, Bungie's 10-year plan for Destiny. I don't know. Zocker, what do you think about this, man? Halo Studios, Fortnite.
Don't want it. Nope. They're late to the party. Fortnite, you're not going to beat it, dude. Fortnite has so much content every season is just crazy. Like you can just be like, whoa, like there's just so much going on. They have the market cornered. I mean, Call of Duty's already failed it, right? Like Warzone was great. A lot of people played it. People played it a lot, but they just can't keep up with the amount of content, the amount of licensing, the amount of skins, the amount of whatever. What Battlefield did was go completely opposite. Was like, we're not going to do that. And the director talked about it. He's like, we're not going to have, crazy characters running across your screen. This is going to be a shooter in the modern age. Here you go. Awesome. And it had almost 1 million people playing it concurrently on Steam. Like almost 1 million. Like that's insane. Halo, like I don't understand it. Just stick to what people love about Halo. And if you want to make it a BR, you have this whole space epic to play with, and yet you want to make it like a Fortnite with skins and stuff. Like, can you just give me Halo? Like, just give me Halo. Give me this awesome BR or multiplayer, whatever you want to call it, and focus on that if that's what you want to focus on. You're going to need a story either way because that's what Halo has done. It's always come with a campaign and a multiplayer at the same time with co-op. With fucking co-op at launch! That's all I'm saying. Like, stick to what it's good, man. Like, no one else is... What other games do you guys know come out today that have a multiplayer that's good, a single player that's good, and a single player's co-op with your friends? What games do that right now?
Well, Call of Duty is going to have co-op campaign.
Okay, well, congratulations. Again, owned by Xbox. Do what you do. Those are the games that... you are the developer that does that. That's what made me an Xbox fan. Is those types of games.
Yeah.
So why not do that? I don't get the Fortnite chasing thing, man. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. And here's an interesting little nugget, by the way. I may have told you, Zocker, but I know I said it last week when we were talking about the Halo Studios art director that left after 17 years. And he's like, I've got a lot to say or whatever, but I won't say it till next year. So whatever. But anyways... After he left, because at that time, before he left, there was only 2 guys left on the Halo Infinite team. Now there's only 1 guy left on the Halo Infinite team. So I don't know what's going on at Halo Studios. I don't know, which team is making this, doing that. You got the Combat Evolved remaster, or remake, and then you've got this Halo Live Service thing going on. I think more will be revealed later this week when they actually speak on this stuff, Hargeet. But
why is it this week?
Halo Championships going on?
Oh, okay.
Does anybody really think anything's going to get announced here? Like a big announcement?
That's what they said.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how they're doing it, but the reason, let's get real here. Halo Infinite missed the mark. It missed the mark. I enjoyed it. I have 1,000 achievement points on that freaking thing. I played the whole campaign for 40 hours, loved it. And I just love the open world about it. The multiplayer, I played a bunch of the community. I played a bunch by myself, played a bunch with friends, all these people. But at the end of the day, what Phil said about Halo before it launched is Xbox is Halo, Halo is Xbox, honestly. And he's like, if we don't hit on Halo, if we mess it up, things need to change. Or we messed up. They messed up. And now it's clean house, get things going, maybe put new leadership, maybe put new people in. I don't know what it is they need to do.
Well, they
but
did
chasing
do
but chasing the Fortnite trend, if I was cleaning house and somebody's like, we should chase Fortnite, I'd be like, thank you for the interview. Get the fuck out of my office. Like that's what I would have said. I'm like, this is Halo, bro. Like, this is Master Chief. Let's make some epic shit. Like, I don't know. No one else is doing that in the industry. Like, you have a cash cow sitting there, man.
Mm-hmm. Biff Rinaldi, member for 34 months. He says, I just got here. Start over. Okay, we'll start over. Go back to the beginning. And then we got a raid here, apparently, from Lotus Esprit says, raid. I guess they're coming in from probably Red Wolf. I think his channel. I think they just did their show. So thank you, by the way. Which other ones?
We
did
had
we
this
have?
one. Face $2. Invite D-Batch and Colt.
Invite D-Batch. Hey, they're always welcome. Yeah, that I got that one. Yeah, I did get that one. Yeah.
And then this one, Atari website is releasing retro and television.
And can I say, I feel like it's soulless. Like, it just feels soulless to chase Fortnite. I feel like, I don't know, like, you don't have a person that has a vision of anything that they want to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no, like, and again, I'm bringing up Battlefield 6 because a guy, the director, had a vision. Like, he's like, F all this other stuff. Let's just make a shooter that people are going to enjoy. And it's banger.
Well, I could tell you what it is.
Let's go. Tell me, Fonzie wants.
It's the investors just wanting them to create something like Fortnite, man. They want money, and they think that they're able to. They honestly think they'll be able to replicate that, and we both know that is a tall fucking task. I don't see a world in where this Halo Studios anyway, and. You know, I'm sorry. You know, I've been a hater of 343 for many years now. I just, even though Halo Infinite to me was a good game, I had fun playing the campaign. I still think Halo Studios, that's their new name anyway. It's still 343 to me, but Halo Studios is just not that team that's going to be able to come in and just revitalize Halo in a Fortnite way. I just think it's the wrong direction. I don't think that's where they need to go. I don't think they need to do that with this franchise. They've already established its own universe, its own freaking cool characters and stuff. Like, do something with your lore. You don't have to branch out and be like, oh, we're bringing in, you know, some freaking Nicki Minaj or Spider-Man into our freaking Halo universe. Because, I mean, if they're going after the Fortnite trend, that is one of the big things that Fortnite did that brings a lot of people in. It's all those crazy characters and stuff. It really does. Those skins is what brings them the money. Like, lots. Of course, they have a good game. They have a great foundation. It's fluid. It's fun. But bringing in all those skins, getting all those different characters and stuff, that's what a lot of
people know how
like.
much it makes? Like, so do you guys consider Apex Legends one of the most successful BRs out there?
It doesn't make anything close to a Fortnite.
No. Fortnite in 2024 alone, last year, made $5.8 billion. Apex Legends, since 2019 when it first launched, till the Q4 of 2024, made $3.4 billion in its entirety. And it's one of the most successful games to come out of this gen, or last gen. Like, that is the breadth of how much Fortnite makes. Like, it's insane. And so, yeah, people are going to chase it. I just don't think you chase it with Halo. Like, that's my thing. Like, if you want to chase it, maybe make another studio. Maybe do something where somebody has an idea.
They don't have to. You know why they don't have to? They already have Warzone.
But they can't do anything with it. Warzone is bleeding people. It's gone. Like, nobody plays that shit.
That's the thing. They already have one, and that one's already as good as it's probably going to get for them. I don't know that they need to, like, and they have a hero shooter with Overwatch. They have those kind of games, and they obviously have Call of Duty anyway. But I don't think Halo needs to be Halo. Like, I don't know what the heck the issue is with that, but we will see. I also haven't seen what they're gonna do, so let's just see what they're gonna do with it, and we'll find out. I want my campaign. I'm kind of disappointed that I don't have the continuation of the story. They had a great foundation with Halo Infinite to keep continuing, and I think they should just do that. I want to see the rest of that story.
Gotcha. Look at me, the broke boy with the 5 says, curious on the panel's thoughts of this narrative out there that basically only people giving Xbox ROG Ally good reviews is because Xbox gave them the device.
I mean, I gave it a decent review and I bought it.
Yeah. But you also had your negatives, which you were totally honest, and I appreciate that, because
that's one of the devices that I think I told you when it was announced, I was excited for it because it has that hybrid. And then when I saw the price, I was like, I can't do it. Not right now. I just can't do it, and I'm not going to do it because I really wanted it. I was like, the one thing about the ROG that I liked was that games did run very well on it, and it ran better than the Steam Deck. The problem was the control. I didn't like it in my hand as much. Like Steam Deck is
this one's good. That is,
yeah. That's
really
the thing.
good.
I was like, this is an Xbox controller,
really
and that's what
it feels
drew
really
me
good,
to it.
solid.
I was like, that sounds cool, but
yeah,
it is what it is. I think it's a little overpriced, especially for being like a 2-gen chip, like late. Like this chip is like 2 years old, 3 years old. So it's
the Z2.
Yeah, it was in. No, I thought the Linus Tech Tips destroyed it and talked about how the chip is like really older, and that doing that shouldn't be.
The Z2 just came out.
I thought it was basically the same hardware as the ROG Ally.
No, it's not. No. The ROG Ally had the Z1.
Well, I'm talking about the X. Sorry, the ROG Ally X that came out last year.
Also has Z1.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought the other one.
Yeah, Z2 came out this year. Z2 Extreme is a this year thing.
Jesus, so am I wrong about this? Give me a second.
Yeah, so like the what was the one that there were a couple that have come out a little bit earlier. The chip released earlier in the year, but was finally in devices probably about 4 or 5 months ago. But yeah, this is brand new. This is new stuff.
Okay, cool. Looking at it.
So.
Yeah, I think even Colt said that.
Legion Go 2? I think that's the one, right? The one that's like $1,200 or whatever. That one is the one that I think has the Z2 Extreme in it.
Z2 Extreme. Okay. So there's one that's more expensive than this. The Legion.
Yeah, I think it was the Legion Go 2. I think that's the one.
I didn't know there was anything more expensive for
starts over $1,000. I think it's like $1,100 starts, and it goes higher. It goes to like $1,400 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. At the end of the day, I mean, we're looking at freaking a handheld that isn't all that much more powerful than the last chip. I think they said what 20-something%.
But yeah, but it's the battery life. It runs better.
How long does it? Yeah, you didn't mention that. What is the battery life like for you? Like,
I have not like tried to lapse the battery. I've played unplugged, and it seems to run for a while for me. But a while would be like an hour. I haven't really pushed it.
That's about what you'll get on like the bigger games. The smaller games, you'll get like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Really, it's that bad?
I mean, every one is pretty bad.
What we're getting from like the reviews is it'll do 2 to 3 hours on a power hungry game and 3 to 4 hours on a decent game, like something that won't kill the battery. But again, I haven't.
That's given me flashbacks to the Game Gear nightmare with the 6 AA batteries that would last like 40 minutes. Dude, that thing.
Yeah.
My friend had one, and that thing did not last at all.
I have mine right here, the Game Gear, the little black one. I have it right here on my shelf. I had it when I was
a kid.
I loved it.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, I
never owned it.
I kept it my whole life. It was my favorite. I saw it in that. I saw in that movie Surf Ninjas. The little boy had it, and I was like, that is so cool. And then I saw it in Target, and I was like, oh, I'm buying that. And I remember I got it for Christmas.
The only handhelds I ever got personally was I got the first Game Boy Color and my mom bought it for me or whatever, and I didn't like it. I found out I didn't really like handhelds then, and then I tried it again later on with the Sony PSP. I bought one of those, and I brought it to work. Literally played like Madden a little bit here and there, and then I might have played it 4 times, and it just stayed in my locker at work for 20 years. And I got it now. It's like brand new, this PSP. And it's like jailbroken and everything. I put homebrew on it and stuff. Yeah, you know what? Was it really a PlayStation? Because it didn't play the PS1 games. It didn't play the PS1 games. Is it a PlayStation? It didn't play my back. It wasn't backwards compatible. It didn't play my. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah. It was called a PlayStation Portable. So yes, it was a PlayStation.
But it's not. It doesn't play your PS1 or PS2 games. I don't know, man.
Pretty much. Yeah. That thing is like brand new. I have it around here somewhere. I wish I had it close by, but yeah, it's freaking still boots up. I've got like homebrew on it and stuff. Like it's jailbroken, and yeah, it's crazy. But hardly ever used it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to use this sucker at work.
What a ringtone.
Tim was calling me. What the heck? This is weird.
Tell him I
Hello?
think he's cute.
Yep.
We can totally hear him.
Hey. Let me call you back. I'm doing my show right now. Tell everybody I said hi. Or say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry. I could not believe that Sarah interview. I'm going to listen in. I'm coming in.
All right. Later. He says hi. I don't know if you heard him.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Hey, tell Tim that
Tim's
he's
pretty loud.
for me.
He's like,
Tell him
did you hear that Sarah Bond interview? And he's laughing about it. So I don't know what's going on. But anyways, if you didn't catch this earlier, guys, Sarah Bond, her quote is, the next gen Xbox console is going to be a very premium, very high end, curated experience. Soccer. What does that mean? Go.
$1,500.
$1,500. I think Tim's laughing because Tim was saying it was going to be around $1,200, and everybody was like, "No, never be that expensive." And now he's laughing because he's like, "Told you."
I think that they enjoyed their little, like, let's be honest, for them to have the Series S out and the Series X out, beating the price of the PlayStation 5 by, what was it, like $200 with the Series S at the beginning of the gen, and they still haven't sold over 35 million consoles. You're muted.
Oh, dude,
$400 version of the PS5, right?
Yeah.
Was there?
Right.
There was. The digital was 400.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so it was $100
400.
delta.
So $100 delta, and they still can't sell more than 35 million. That is, I think, why they're just like,
yeah. Look,
meh.
they dropped that thing to a very, very low amount, like one of those years,
like 3 years ago or whatever, or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That holiday season.
It was like
And it
sub
didn't move it.
$200, and
nobody
it was
bought
like
it.
170, 150. It still didn't move enough. So
Well, I think that's what they're doing, is that they're just going to jack the price up. They're not going to make 2 consoles. I don't think they will. And they're just going to be like, here you go.
Well,
this is what
they already
you want.
did.
Yeah, they'll be.
Let's
be honest.
It's not an Xbox.
I was telling Tim the same thing, Zucker, and I said they probably will be lucky to sell 10 million.
I told everybody that they would be lucky to pass 45 million at this gen, and I got absolutely destroyed. And everybody got really mad at me, dealer included. Love the dude. A lot of people were like, "You're crazy," and I was like, "I don't think it's making 45 mil, dude. I don't think it's doing it," and it hasn't made 35 mil. So
It hasn't.
I don't think so.
I
I think it's
don't
at
know.
like 33 or something.
I don't know what
32.
the numbers are, but it's
Yeah.
close to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's going to end where you said.
By the way, this was for, I think it was for Zucker. It was from Red Wolf. He said, the Batman is the greatest Batman movie ever.
Oh my God!
I'm not. You know what, Red Wolf? Go cry in the
I
corner.
watched it, by the way, Zucker. I think I talked to you about it. I didn't think it was that bad, but okay, whatever.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna even get into this because I'm gonna crash out real bad. I'm just gonna have a crash out. I'm just gonna lose my shit. I don't want to hear it from anybody here. It's a
Regulatory.
shitty-ass movie.
Mount up.
And they just wrote the next one, and they were like, we can't wait
Did they?
to film.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
Why did it take so long? I mean, that movie came out ages ago. What was that, 5 years ago? Like,
because the reason why it took so long
oh, was it COVID?
is it wasn't COVID. It was actually because they know the movie sucks ass, and they're trying to make it. That's why.
Yeah.
Such a stupid ass movie
Yeah.
with a Batman that doesn't work out. Fucking kill me.
Oh, man. Here we go. 1989 Batman was amazing, Lotus. Michael Keaton is still my favorite Bruce Wayne. My favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I like Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne. I think his Batman's a bit stiff, but it was 1989.
You
It was a
hate
great movie.
Nirvana, Zalker? No, Nirvana's amazing as a band. I love it.
As a song for the movie.
You know what? You know what? That movie actually insults Nirvana's music because that's good music put on a shitty movie. How about that?
Also, I didn't think all
he
of
knew-
Tim
he knew what was
Burton's
gonna crash
Batmans
me
were
out.
that bad. Like, I liked 1 and 2.
With the fucking penguin
Yeah, I liked it. I liked
eating
it.
raw fish and shit, Danny
Yeah.
DeVito style.
Danny DeVito, I liked it. I enjoyed it. The one I didn't like was the one with the nipples. The Batman with the nipples.
How dare you?
Which
hate
one
George
was that
Clooney.
one?
Don't
Yeah,
you
it was
talk shit
George
about
Clooney.
George Clooney.
Yeah,
And
awful
Arnold-
Batman.
Nah,
Val
Arnold-
Kilmer, as good as Val Kilmer is, his Batman's awful. Awful.
You know what? To be fair for Val Kilmer though, Jim Carrey killed it as the Riddler. Like he killed it. Like that was a great. Like he was just a psychopath. I'm like he's just Jim Carrey playing Jim Carrey. This is great. Like.
But God,
Sure.
Batman and Robin really was just. I mean,
It was
it
terrible.
stopped the whole thing, right? It was so.
Yeah,
bad.
it was like
You had
pump the
Arnold.
brakes. Arnold.
I'd
as
rather
Mr.
watch.
Freeze.
I'd rather watch.
Oh my God.
I'd rather watch that than the Batman that just came out.
You are insane.
Oh my God!
Because
You
at
are
least they don't
good.
take themselves seriously.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, a
Keaton
thumb
is goated.
drive.
That's right.
A
Keaton
thumb
is
drive
goated.
with a thumb on it. Fucking stupid. God, that's so annoying.
Oh, man.
A rata,
yes.
a lotta. Oh. God. You guys are crashing me out. My wife's gonna hear me. She's like, "Are you complaining about the Batman again?"
Yeah, she's going to be like, what? Batman?
She
right.
laughed at me in the theater about that movie because I was so angry. She was sitting next to me laughing because I was just like angry. Anyways,
That sucks when you go to the movie theater and you spend all that money and you end up hating the movie. That sucks.
that's why I haven't gone to the movies because of that movie.
Sucks. Well, sorry for your loss.
Thoughts and prayers.
Dark Knight trilogy is the greatest. Well, see, that's the problem. Look, Nolan, like The Dark Knight is a great Batman film, but it's because I really like the Joker. Heath Ledger's Joker is goated. It's
Yes.
amazing to me. I think he is the best Joker by far in the movie world. But
Not even close.
I am not a huge fan of what's his name's Batman in that movie.
Christian Bale.
Christian
Christian
Bale.
Bale, yeah, he's
I just
okay.
I'm Batman. I hate that the way he talks all the time. He's just annoying. I don't even think he's a great Bruce Wayne. It just doesn't come off. He doesn't exude that rich pimp, like the rest of the Bruce Waynes.
Pimp.
I don't know. They're freaking
They're
just I don't know. There's just a difference between the other Bruce Waynes that we've had, like Michael Keaton's. I love the way he portrays Bruce Wayne. I don't like it with Christian Bale. I don't like his Batman, but damn it, I can't deny that movie. Dark Knight was fucking phenomenal. Just well written.
Batman
One of the
Joker
best
is
superhero
amazing.
movies.
Just
Right.
phenomenal. You
Batman
can't-
Begins and The Dark Knight are just like goats, and one of the holy grails is The Dark Knight Returns comic book, which Christopher Nolan said that's what it is. And then he also said the Batman animated series. He's like, if you ever want to get something with Batman, you go to that. Even though it was a kid cartoon, it is amazing.
Here's
It's
how
like the
crazy
holy
it sounds. Here's how crazy it sounds. But I'd rather have Robert Pattinson's Batman over Christian Bale. Soccer. I would rather have him as an actor as Batman over Christian Bale.
So you just want a guy that walks face first into bullets. That
But
sounds
here's the
great.
thing. I'm just saying. I'll even take Batfleck over freaking.
I would take
Christian
Batfleck
Bale.
over.
I like
would take.
Batfleck. I thought he was pretty good,
thought
especially like
Batfleck's
the
good.
fighting.
I think Batfleck's the best Batman we've ever seen on screen.
As
That warehouse
Batman
scene?
himself, Batman, yes. Affleck as Batman is perfect. Like that is good as Batman. Perfect. But I'm not so much as Bruce Wayne. He's okay.
Are you really telling me Pattinson was a better Bruce Wayne than what's his face? He was just as depressed and annoying as he was as Batman. He's walking around sulking and looking like an emo kid that he's like from My Chemical Romance.
I'll give you
He's
that.
a bitch.
I'll give you that. I'll give you a bit of that. But I did like him better than freaking what's his face, Christian Bale. I'm just not a big Christian Bale fan. Not in Batman anyway. He's made some phenomenal movies.
Batfleck's the best Batman we've ever seen. That warehouse scene is imprinted in my mind.
That
It
was
is like-
crazy, man.
It's like the best Batman shit you've ever seen.
Yeah, and we're talking about movies here, and people are getting bored. They're like, "Man,
I know,
tune
right?
in to friggin' Lotus is like,
we
tune
need
in
to talk
next
about
week
Xbox
for
Dad.
movie." Yeah,
That
is that Paris?
is that Paris?
Wait. That's not Paris Lily. Is that Paris Shilly? That's what I saw. I saw Paris Shilly. Did you see that little thing that somebody put up? It's so messed up. They had
Wow.
Colt. I forgot the name they gave Colt, but he was licking the controller.
Oh
It was
my God.
terrible.
What about the guy
terrible.
that was blowing the PS5 controller? Remember that? When it
What
first
about the
came
guy
out?
who was literally kissing his PS5? Like it was a real picture.
Who the hell did that?
I don't know.
was a real
Some bald
picture.
guy.
What a weirdo.
I don't call those people out. So
You can buy another
I don't
piece
know.
of plastic and it'll fuck you better. Trust me. Sorry.
But no, getting back to the gaming scene.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Anything else that you guys want to talk about here, gaming related? 'Cause
Keeper
those were
came
my
out.
topics. What came out?
Keeper came out. Ninja Gaiden 4 came out.
Yeah.
We're gonna get,
Well, we
Outer Worlds
talked
2.
about we mentioned Ninja Gaiden 4, talked about that, but next week we'll be talking more about Outer Worlds 2 because we'll have the reviews and stuff. Keeper, though, you did beat that game, Hargy. You can let everybody know what you thought about Keeper.
Yeah, I thought it was it's pretty good. Exactly what I was kind of expecting from a Double Fine game. It's a puzzle game, it's just a straight puzzle game. Took me about 7-ish hours to finish. The achievements, by the way, you kind of have to go off the beaten path to kind of like find the things that they're looking at. So you won't just get the achievements by just playing. So you have to kind of explore a bit. But yeah, it's basically just a simple puzzle game. Pretty interesting, like visual art style to it. Very creative stuff going on. But yeah, and it kind of like I don't want to give too much away. But let's just say it like you'll have different experiences. Let's just say that. Just play the game and if you have Game Passes, there's no reason not to just download it. It's really cool. Give it a chance. But if you don't like puzzle games, it's not for you. You are just kind of walking around doing puzzles. That's
Yeah, it's not for me. I'm not huge on puzzles in games, and if it's just nothing but a puzzle game, it's
Yeah, it is just puzzles.
yeah.
So
Phoenix Rising is the only puzzle game game that I loved. That's the only one that I really like. I was like, this game is amazing, and then it had a lot of puzzles, and I enjoyed doing them. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you're not getting Keeper, huh?
No,
It's only $30,
not.
by the way.
I'm okay. It's not something that like stood out to me.
Oh, Face 23 BKNY says, Fonz, you're not going to talk about Warner Brothers selling their game division. I didn't know they
Warner
sold their
Brothers
game. Did that
Discovery
just
is
happen?
selling everything. They're selling
in,
everything.
They're now open to the idea. That's what we're hearing, right? So,
Oh.
For them to
Yeah,
announce
they've
that
been-
they're open is means that nobody was buying them beforehand.
I thought
legitimately.
they actually sold. I thought it was new, like news or something.
No,
Okay.
they're gone, dude.
Well,
it's
all their studios are gone. I thought like they've just been.
it's not about the
hollowed
gaming.
out.
Remember, this is about all of it.
Yeah, the whole
and
thing.
So it's not. And the biggest headache they have, I think they own CNN, and that is a big cost with not a lot of upside. And so they have to figure out what to
CNN.
do with that. So, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with all that stuff. So,
Wow, that's yeah.
Might as well
it
just sell
doesn't
a fourth
surprise me.
time. Fourth time's a charm. I'm sure it'll fix everything. Stupid asses. So dumb.
Magnum says, if anyone says Microsoft should buy them, you're a moron. Yeah, don't buy Warner
I
Brothers.
highly doubt that it would work because like
No.
the margins that they're looking for, they're just not going to get it. Like
it's not even just that. Microsoft's got enough on their plate. They need to work on what they've got right now before they go acquiring
it's
other
not
studios.
even like it's a good opportunity if you want to be in that business, and I don't think they want to be in that business, and like because they're not even treating Xbox as a consumer thing. They're looking for margin that they get on enterprise, and it's like, dude, like how would you get that in the movie business? Good luck. It's just not going to happen.
And honestly, none of the studios there are worth even like the only thing that's worth it is the IPs that they have. Harry Potter, DC, stuff like that. Like they have really valuable IP from like a gaming perspective, but again, Xbox just doesn't
or even
have
a movie
studios.
perspective. But they would have to take the whole freaking thing. I don't know. We'll see what they do.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, anyways, guys,
they might be better off selling parts. That might actually be better for them. But anyway.
Well, if we don't have anything else to really talk about here, we can wrap the show up. I know Zocker probably wants to go hang out with the wife. I got things to do as well. I got to make dinner for the fam. Anyways, I had a great time tonight, though. We got through all our topics, and it was a lot of fun. And this giveaway from courtesy of Mad Will out there. By the way, everybody thank Mad Will in the chat if he's still here. Next week, remember, we will do a subscriber-only cast, and we will play that game that I will tell you about next week. And the winner will win a ROG Xbox Ally. Well, what's D? What D?
Yeah, I just saw the link now.
Oh my God, D! You get to meet Zocker now. You just caused so many people to turn off their freaking.
Not an Xbox.
They turned off the show, bro. They turned off the show. D. They're like, D's here. Fuck it. We're gone.
Hey, don't be talking shit about boy D, dude. That's my homie.
He's a homie. D's always been a homie, man.
So,
people are. Go ahead.
You guys are probably wrapping up now.
Yeah, we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up.
But ask you real quick though. What do you think about the Xbox's plans for the next generation? I'll just give you a quick snapshot of how I feel about it. I think it's going to be expensive. I think it's going to be a performance system. I think it's going to be up there mid-tier, a little bit higher PC hybrid. And I think it's going to be costly. I think honestly, I want to say $1,000 because I think anything more than that is
I said
crazy.
15.
And then I looked at the price of the Xbox ROG Ally, and that's like $1,000. So I'm guessing this console is going to be like $1,200 or something, man. What do you guys think?
I think it's going to be 15. I think it's going to be $1,500. I think $1,200 if they're going to sell it for what.
Well,
it has.
here's the thing though. I'll say this, Zocker. Here's the thing though. You can right now at my Costco, they have a 4070 pre-built, and it is $1,500.
Okay.
So do you think this thing with their proprietary chip they make with AMD and everything, maybe they can get the cost down to $1,200? I don't know.
I don't look at Xbox as cost cutting at all anymore. I think they're going to charge whatever it is, like they're going to make money on. I told you they're not selling consoles or anything like that again. At a loss ever again.
If that's the case, then the third party Xbox hybrids, maybe those will be the more affordable ones because those are definitely coming.
Well, that's up to the people that are going to be making it, and if those come, and I don't know how many are going to come. I don't know how many people want to be associated with the Xbox name. Funny enough, hardware wise.
Yeah, you got to understand you're buying into a name that you're going to be producing consoles that you're not going to sell a lot of. So you're going to have to make your money on these things, and so I don't think they'll be cheap necessarily. And
I also want to say they just handed the next generation to PlayStation. Like
I don't think they're competing with it, but I don't think they're even competing with PlayStation anymore. They're done with that.
No, I know,
They've
but
lost.
What I'm saying is that every console gamer will just go there. Just be like, okay, move it on.
Most.
I'll wait to make that definitive statement if the next Xbox doesn't actually play Xbox games. Like we can say what's an Xbox, this and that, but at the end of the day, it has to play Xbox games and it has to play it natively. And from what I've seen and the information that I know and what's out there publicly, it appears that the next Xbox is going to have a special chip on it that allows it to play backwards compatible games.
Yeah,
There's going to be another hardware layer in there that allows you to play your backwards compatible games. If that is indeed the case, which AMD has said that that's going to be the case. If that is the case, then I think they can get some of the people that care about their catalog of games to come over. But then as a PC gamer at that point, I look and I say, just why not just make the full switch to PC? Because in reality, and I know this is not going to be popular, and I'm not trying to derail the show, but in reality, that's what they're doing. They're transitioning Xbox gamers over to PC, and they're trying to do it in a way to make it as easy and simple and painless as possible. That's what they're doing.
D, you're not saying anything new on my show, because I've been saying that for a while. I've been saying this is what they're trying to do, get people acclimated to the PC, move them over, because they want out of the hardware business. That doesn't mean that they won't have OEM partnerships, creating Xboxes, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a Windows-based operating system with a backwards compatible chip, of course. But the situation is going to be this. The only way you're going to make this thing desirable outside of just say somebody just buying a freaking PC is you make it a little cheaper than it would cost. What sense would it make to make this thing $1,500 be like a 4070, yet you can buy a pre-built 4070 for the same amount of price and be completely open? Why would you not just buy that pre-built PC at that point? That's why I'm saying it's got to be cheaper than $1,500. Like if they had an entry point, let's just say for the sake of argument here, for $1,000, and this thing has 4070 like performance, it's an amazing like value, it's PC, it's console, it's this hybrid. I think that would sell pretty well. It would do very well in this space. But if it's $1,500, it's dead on arrival.
My
why would you buy it?
My impression was that the Microsoft one would be like $1,000 to $1,200. And the third party ones would be more expensive because those would be completely optional. Like if you want to go with the Asus high-end build, of the Xbox hybrid, you can get that. And that's going to be obviously a lot more niche than the one that sells for $1,000 to $1,200. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I always believed. But, I see some other people putting information out there saying the opposite. But to me, what would make sense is that Microsoft, have an affordable one. Yeah.
Zocker's completely right, though, when it comes to the console gamers. They've already pushed a lot of people over to the PS6 next gen because they simply can't afford $1,000+ on a freaking console. Like they can't. There's so many people that have told me that I'm priced out. I can't buy that next console if it's going to be over even $700. They can't do it. So they have to find a way.
6 isn't going to be that?
Well, I think it will be. I personally think it will be, but a lot of people think that they might be able to get the price down to $600, or they might have a Series S type of thing.
Sony's going to keep their thing at, in my mind, $700.
That's what I think.
I think they're going to keep
it
at $700.
I don't think it's going to be $700. I think if we're lucky, $800.
Wow.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be about $899 because there's a lot of technology in there. And remember, they did a partnership with
very
AMD
similar.
But here's the problem: this completely prices out so many console gamers. There is no next gen for a console gamer. They're going to be like, you know what they're going to say? Yeah, but how many units were sold? We don't know.
Do you want an update on that? Oh, I got some numbers.
Oh, do you?
Yes. So. In at least North America, there was no more than like 6,000 of those units. So there's a very small amount that was made thus far and sent out. Now, will they send out more? Yes. Now, people out there thinking that this thing is going to sell millions and millions and millions.
No, I don't think so.
It's just not. I don't think it's going to move the needle past its initial honeymoon period, its initial launch. When I have my old ROG Ally and I put the same software on it, and when I look at the numbers of the new Extreme Z2 chip, on average, I would say it's about 20% better performance. over mines, and that's not really that huge of a number for it to be like a big mover, you know, at least in the PC handhelds. Like, people will like it. I'm not saying it probably is one of the best ones out there. There's other ones that are just as capable too. So like the new chip is better performing than the old one, but the price and it's niche, and you know, and it's got the
I think
Xbox
people are
game on
waiting
it.
for the
I don't think
new
it's a benefit to it.
I think people are just waiting for the new Steam Deck. It's been 3-4 years since the Steam Deck came out. I think people are in that mode of waiting because the Steam Deck sold what, like almost 3 mil or over 3 mil units
After 5 years, right?
Yeah, after, well, I think it's like 3 or 4 years. But
Yeah,
and it's really like a lot of people still play it. I know people that still have it, didn't get rid of it, and love it.
And what was that price point? 400?
No, their price point
$399
was $399 if you got like the higher one.
Yeah,
It was like 600.
Yeah,
so it was 4 and it went up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Not
but
bad.
as far as the PlayStation 6, remember the PS5 Pro is 750, which means that it has to bring either the 750 has to come down, which is possible, but they just bumped it to 750.
That's been my argument for a while. That's been my argument for a while. The fact that
it would have to be higher. There's no way around that. You can't sell the
yeah.
PS5 Pro at 750 and the PS6 will be 600. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah,
So,
I just feel bad for next gen gamers, console gamers. Honestly, like the ones that
Speak with your wallet, then. Tell
no,
like that.
I
The only way
I
you're
don't,
gonna
I don't
fix
feel
it.
bad for them because they were warned about this stuff and they didn't let their voices be heard, and now this is what you get, man.
So
I'm surprised that the $30 price hike actually stuck, because that was me, the Game Pass, whatever. Like, do you guys remember when they tried to double Xbox Live to 120?
Yeah,
It was basically the apocalypse, and then everybody just went, nah, dude, that ain't happening here, and then they stopped.
Yeah.
They rolled it back
There's
within
no-
24 hours.
They did that
core
because
of
they have
gamers,
to,
where are they? They're not vocal anymore. They just accept everything.
Well, we don't know what the numbers are. People say they've all unsubscribed or whatever. We'll find out, right? What the numbers are, but that is not something they can get around now because they went full live with cloud, and unfortunately, it costs money. So
I don't
Mag got
care
the
about
internal
that.
numbers. It's
Nobody
$8 to
does.
$30 per user. I fully agree. Who's been touting? I don't want cloud for like ever. Like, I don't need this shit. I want games, not cloud. Take that shit out of my Game Pass. I don't want it. But now it's here. Now you're gonna pay for it.
The max I was willing to pay for Ultimate was, I think it was like 25. I was like, you're pushing it at 25.
Yeah, man.
And now they're like, here's 30. I was like, fuck you very much. And that was
I would rather have price parity with PC and just say it's 16 or whatever. Just give me that and an add-on pack with all this other shit that I don't need. I don't need the Fortnite crew because I don't use it. I don't need the cloud. Take that stuff, put it there. You want to put EA there too? Fine. If people want like the Ubisoft and EA and all that stuff, have that as an add-on. I'll just pay 16, and that'll give me my games that I want.
Yeah, but
can I just say, by the way, if anybody does Microsoft Rewards, they completely gutted that too.
Yeah, they did.
They've made
They
it
destroyed
very
it.
difficult to get points. They've like put timers in there, and they made it where you can't get Game Pass like through Game Pass like a gift card with rewards.
Correct.
You need to buy gift card now, which absolutely kills the whole point of doing it.
The ROG Ally doesn't even come with Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah, it comes with
I
premium.
mean, why would it? I mean, you don't. I don't know.
And to Hargy's point, taking out cloud gaming, I think they can't do that because that would defeat their whole everything is an Xbox if you can't play the cloud, right? So
yeah, but they should have a different tier for that. That's what we're saying. Like put that on a different tier.
Because right now in the console, you need Ultimate to get the games, right? You can't go one below
Nope.
Ultimate.
To get all of them.
You can get the games, but they're a year later. And
fuck that.
It's not the same thing.
No,
so,
it's not the same. It's not the same service at all. What I did is I got some old codes of Ultimate, and once that lapsed, I'm just gonna continue on with PC Game Pass. PC Game Pass, although it did go up in price, I can still use it. I can still get use out of it. I still think it's an okay price.
So the Beer Baron says, LOL, consoles are too pricey, so pay 3 times as much and get a PC. No, what we're telling you is that next-gen consoles are going to be so close to the price of decent running PC machines, you might as well buy a PC. It's not going to be 3 times as much.
You can literally get a pre-made right now, like FOnz was saying, a 4070 that's going to outdo like the ROG, everything that we're talking about for $1,500, and it's going to outdo anything that the consoles are. And next gen consoles are going to be like D was saying,
$800,
like 800, 900, maybe $1,200. Like, do you understand that? Like,
Yeah,
they're all
I mean,
pushing you to PC, dude.
They're warning you. They're telling
yeah.
you, and it's like you just got to listen, right? It's good. Both of them are going to be
Like,
expensive.
I don't want to rehash your show, but I'm sure you guys talked about the interview with Sarah Bond.
Yeah,
we mentioned what she said, the quote. That's about it.
Come on,
Yeah,
D-Batch, pay the fuck attention.
So,
So did she say anything else in the interview that was
No.
of note?
But I'm just talking about what she's saying about next generation. How
Yeah, the premium,
Yeah.
curated device. Yeah.
So like they're telling you flat out, and the way that I think that they should do it is the only way that's acceptable in my opinion is to have like a dual boot. So like it dual boots into like the Xbox OS, and that's it. You're not greeted with anything freaking Windows. And then you have another boot where you can boot into the Windows full screen experience.
It's
if
a boot.
You want to access some of the other PC stuff.
Yeah. Ron G, thank you for the 5. He says, in my opinion, anything got the name Xbox branded on it, it's not good for Microsoft. Need to get rid of the name Xbox. It leaves a bad taste. Great show, FOnz. Here's the thing. It's the best thing they got, though. Like, honestly, what else are they going to call it? Microsoft? Like, Microsoft
Xbox
is
game.
hated more than
Thank you.
Xbox is.
Xbox games, that's it. And just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I don't know. I think we're going to see a lot of changes next year. I think it all rides on this Call of Duty. I think if this Call of Duty doesn't push Game Pass subscribers to be insane,
They'll pull that out
push it,
for sure.
They'll
next
pull
year.
that game out because they've already, again, look at the tea leaves. They already took out all microtransactions within Call of Duty out of Game Pass. Like, you get like a discount. They took all that out.
Yeah, the discounts are gone for games.
The discounts
Yeah.
are gone in Call of Duty. So
Want that
No,
money?
it's not Call of Duty. It's all of it.
All of it.
Oh, is it all of
games. Yes.
All the
I thought
discounts
it was
are
just
gone.
COD.
All the discounts are gone, Zocker.
Get
no,
hooked.
it's all of
Whoa,
it.
wait. All discounts for what? Whoa, rewind.
Every game. Every
game,
DLC.
so like every
like-
microtransaction.
Every
Yeah,
DLC.
you used to get a percent discount for DLCs,
and if you
buying
buy
games.
the game, yeah.
that's
So
all
what-
gone.
Whoa.
Select
Okay,
times they'll
DLC
give you
stuff I
discounts.
understand. You're telling me now if I buy a game within Game Pass, I no longer
You
get
got
a
to pay
discount?
you got to pay $70.
On select
the
games they're
hell?
doing it, but it's not their guarantee.
When did this happen?
And then
Part of the
last
Game
month?
Pass price up.
part of
increase.
the Game Press hike.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah, all that's gone.
That's
You guys can look at my
crazy,
channel.
man.
I am a
I
big
mean, how many
Xbox fan.
games I bought
Fuck
on Game
these
Pass
people.
because of that discount. All the DLC I bought for Forza.
Yeah,
the
again,
Hot Wheels.
some games
Some
it'll still
games.
give you the game discount, but not
not all.
guaranteed for all games.
Wow.
Yeah. Like COD is one of those that you got to buy full price. It is what it is. I've already said it before. It's Microsoft Gaming, but they use the Xbox name, so it's Xbox, but it's really Microsoft at the end of the day. They're cleaning house. They're trying to fucking make as much money as they can for them and their investors for sure. They're just trying to gouge everybody for every nickel and dime, but people don't want to hear it, or certain people don't want to hear it.
But it's no different than the other side. Everybody's doing this. Like it's ridiculous. $80 freaking Mario Kart World. Like, what the? Anyway.
Yeah, but to be fair, on PlayStation, you still get discounts if you're in the PS Plus. Also, I have EA Play. EA Play, you still get a discount if you're in that service. So they're not all doing that.
I canceled every single
crazy.
subscription I have.
You get EA Play as part of Ultimate and PC Game Pass as well, right? So
Yeah, but you
still
don't
have
get the
those.
real EA Play Pro.
Zocker, Danny
Correct, not
Passion
pro, it's
says
EA
he
Play.
misses your videos.
You know what? I miss making them.
Yeah, so
Guys,
Start-
these guys
start
busy
making them.
saving the world, man.
Not all.
all
heroes
right, guys,
are okay.
we got to get out of here. It's already 2 hours. Thank you for showing up, D, a little late, but thank you. I should have told you in the chat. I don't know. Anyways, it was a great show. Before we go, I want to let Zocker give his outro. Let everybody know. Well, actually, they can only find you on Twitter now, right?
Yeah, just on Twitter. Don't worry.
Start making your videos, bastard.
I will. I might start doing it. Maybe we'll see. Regulators.
Mount up.
It was great doing this with you guys, man. I miss you fellas.
Yeah, it was like a mini RDX reunion. It was nice.
It was.
D-Batch, since you came late, you can tell them where to find you, man.
I'm jumping off, by the way, because the wife is looking
All
at
right.
me. And we need to eat.
All right,
dinner.
later, soccer man. Good.
Love
Boys,
you,
good
brother.
talking to you guys. Love you too, guys. Later, boys.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I don't
A
know.
pimp.
Yeah, you guys can find me on X at D_batch and on YouTube at D_batch. I'll probably throw up a video tomorrow regarding some of this stuff. But I gotta be honest, man. Like, you know, it's just rough being an Xbox fan. I you know, regardless of how I feel on where the platform is going, you know, I'll always know how the fans feel because, you know, I've been with Xbox for like 25 plus years, from day one. And like this just sucks, man. Like I'm seeing you know, other guys trying to rebrand their podcast. Oh, maybe we're not going to talk about Xbox so much anymore and this and that. And it's tough, man, because like
you got to talk about everything.
Xbox pissed me off bad, man. Like I was so invested in the company, man. And this it's just sad to see. And I gotta agree with FOnz and everybody else out there saying that, oh, people that want Xbox to go away. I think an industry without Xbox is a terrible industry. Mm-hmm. I don't want Xbox to go away. I want them to fix their shit.
Me too.
And do their stuff properly. And when they start to do that, I'll stop on the tirade that I go on. But at the end of the day, the gaming industry is much better without Xbox. No Xbox. Can you imagine the prices of a Nintendo Switch 3, the PlayStation 6, and everything else? You know, competition, you need it there. And Sony wouldn't be the company that they are, and Nintendo wouldn't be the company they are if they didn't have Xbox and all of these, you know, studios challenging them to become great or to become greater. Competition is good. So however you feel about Xbox and their direction, you want them to be around in some shape or form.
Yeah, every change in this industry affects everyone. It affects all of the industry. Like anytime these companies do something different, they raise prices, they lower prices, they move on from hardware, whatever they choose to do, it's going to affect the rest of the industry. That's very important to keep that mindset, you know, that's what's going to happen if they were to completely leave the space, you know, or die as some people want them to. You're an idiot because you're going to be spending a lot more money on this hobby if you have one of these big three out of the picture. It's just that's what's going to happen. You're going to get a greedy Nintendo or a greedy PlayStation, a greedy Xbox if it was one of the other two that were to leave this space. It's crazy to think that, you know, to even think that you want them to go. But anyways, we've already talked enough on this. Let's move on. Hargeet, let everybody know where they can find you, and we'll get out of here.
Not on Xbox because you know, unfortunately, Xbox dead.
Xbox dead.
And this is not an Xbox.
No, you don't have an Xbox.
Yeah, anyway, they can find me not playing on Xbox because apparently Xbox is dead. And but otherwise you can find me on Boom's show tomorrow, 7 p.m. US Eastern time, and then on C Money and Doodles talking about the dead platform Xbox, Friday at 8 p.m. US Eastern time, on Point for Gamers. And then with Web Dave, 7 p.m. US Eastern time on Sunday, again talking about the dead platform. And we'll be back next Tuesday. Whatever the heck is happening.
Outer Worlds 2. We're going to talk about.
It's not coming out. But
the Halo news that we're going to get
which
at
is
the end of the week.
Happen.
Which ain't going to happen because
anyway.
Xbox dead. And we're going to give away an Xbox dead ROG Ally. That's what we're going to give away next week as well.
Yes.
So that'll be a lot of fun.
I like that.
Courtesy
Xbox dead ROG Ally. I love it.
Courtesy of Mad Will. Thank you for the 5. He says, yay me. Yes, everybody. Thank Mad Will again. Next week, it's going to be a big one for North America anyway, only. But you will get that freaking US only here. You will get that ROG Ally, whoever wins the game that we're going to play. So it's going to be very easy, but tough. You guys are going to have a hard time. Like, there's going to be so many guesses of this. Like, it's going to last a long time, I think. I think it'll last a while, but it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. Anyways, I want to thank everybody
We
for
didn't
showing
really
up
talk
live.
about this, but you did point it out, right?
Yeah,
45, yeah.
But-
Whatever.
At least, we'll have next week to talk about more for sure and give that ROG Ally, ROG Xbox Dead Ally away. That should be
Not an Xbox.
all right. With that said, I want to thank everybody for coming out live to the show and everybody listening after. I appreciate all of you. Until next time, game on.